but I tipped $30 the day after Kissinger died.
Or what about the day after Queen Elizabeth died?
Up $25.
Okay.
So
Glad to
what?
see your priorities.
Who would justify $35?
I'm not sure, honestly. I don't think there's anyone right now who
Like
I
if,
need to
if
die
Trump
that bad.
got, then is that
No,
$35?
no. That's maybe a $5. It's
That's
nothing
a
crazy.
$5.
It's
He
nothing
doesn't have that
crazy.
aura.
In fact, I'd be sad that I don't get to see funny tweets anymore.
What if it's like a Netanyahu gets got?
All right, here we go.
I don't know who you're talking about, actually. Let's start the game.
All right, Bob wisely sidesteps FBI house visit as we begin this game in season 8 between Frankchester United and the Hypnotoads. Two teams having good success. Frankchester United, in fact, doing so well that I couldn't even give them a standing. They're above rating, but they are in third actually. Versus the Hypnotoads, 3-3 in seventh. Got their way back into the playoff picture after last week. Frankchester United, significantly better points per game, though, 11.2 to 8.7. Two teams having opposite fortunes so far this season in terms of relative to their histories. Frankchester United so far this year have their best ever points per game in question percentage in a single season. The Hypnotoads have their worst points per game in question percentage since season 3, which was Faw's first season in the league, all the way back when the first season after Neil broke up with Frank. Ethan apparently is talking to someone. Frankchester United won last week against Mac Rose, and Hypnotoads beat Mentally Illest. So we will start
I'm locked in.
with the Seuss is Loose. This is a category about Dr. Seuss books. Does anyone want to double this? There is a theme to this game. We'll see if you guys pick up on it.
I kind of do, but we can't.
Are these
I don't know
lands
the
of
Seuss.
Islands of Adventure?
I don't know the Seuss bag like that. No.
My Seuss bag
Greg, I
was
don't really
deep.
want to double either.
No, we ain't doubling Dr. Seuss.
I like this though. This is a fun round.
Yeah, I do. It's fun, but
All right.
We'll
No
talk about my favorite after.
All right. So Frankchester United here is your question first. The illustration below is from what famous Dr. Seuss book?
bruh. Is this the one about? Mm, mm,
Read the text.
yeah.
I don't know though. I have like a guess, but I don't think it's right. Do you have any theories here, Craig?
One about a elephant that hears a who, perhaps.
That could be it. That was
Could be
that's
right.
one of the two that I'm thinking about.
I think we should stick with that, right?
Yeah, that's fine. Yep,
Indeed.
let's final it.
Horton hears a who final.
I think isn't this the Sneetches?
No, it's definitely not the Sneetches. The Sneetches is only about star-bellied Sneetches. There's no other animals in it.
I
There's
don't think it's the Lorax.
there's
and it's
one
not
about
Oh,
A
the
to
Places
there's
You'll
one about
Go.
A to Z. I don't think it's that one. There's one about the zoo and about all the animals they'd have at the zoo. I'm trying to remember what it's called.
It's not one fish, two fish, red fish, blue fish.
If you don't have it, I'm going to send the
No,
Lorax.
No, it's if I ran
It's
the
not the
zoo.
Lorax.
If I ran the zoo final.
That's correct. Yeah. Maybe a little unfair giving that one to Craig because that's the one that got canceled for being racist. So I thought he'd be up in arms about that. Thought that'd be right in his wheelhouse agenda wise.
Well, is that because they had the monkeys in the zoo? Was it that, or what was
No,
the
it
thing?
was like an Asian caricature.
Yeah.
I think he called him a slur too in the book. It was pretty
Could have
wild.
been. All right, Hypnotids with the early lead. Here's their question. The illustration below is from what Dr. Seuss book?
Oh, what is this? Oh, I read this.
Pause. I don't know.
That big pause. No, I don't know this one. I don't know this one.
Do we just pass then? I'm not gonna think of it.
Yeah, I really only have three in my head, and it's not that. You can punt it.
Yeah, let's do Pat Who Sat final. I don't know.
Is this hop on pop?
I believe so. That's triggering in my brain.
Why is that? Oh, okay. Okay. I think hop on pop.
Yep.
Is Steven here?
Maybe, but I think you just
Yeah,
final
I'm
that.
here. I have no
Okay.
idea.
Hop on pop final.
That's correct.
Damn, it
Nice.
is Hop on Pop. Fuck.
Steven, are you like on the subway or something?
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought you were gonna go for like Mr. Brown Can Moo. Can you?
Oh, I don't even know that one. All right, there we go. 1-1 after one. Court report is our next category. This is a college basketball category. Does anyone want to double college basketball?
No.
Steven, you like college basketball?
No, definitely no.
All right. Looks
Steven?
like
Okay.
Steven's
No.
yeah.
All right.
I think Steven's trying to minimize his talking so people don't think he's the weird guy in the subway. All right, Frankchester United. Name the state based on its power conference basketball arenas. You've got the Finneran Pavilion, you've got the Peterson Event Center, and you've got the Bryce Jordan Center.
Uh,
I have zero idea. Maybe.
I mean, it's gonna be a state with a lot of basketball stadiums, right? So I want to say like Texas.
To be clear, this is an exhaustive list of the power conference
Oh, it's an exhaustive list.
of the power conference ones.
Oh,
Not
in the
necessarily-
state. Okay.
Yes.
Oh.
All the heroes come after
Ooh.
you, all the Iron Man gears. And they have infinite revives, the heroes, but the henchmen only have 80 for the whole team.
What about
You got
what about Illinois?
two effects of the henchmen.
That has 3
Or the heroes. I've never been
power.
Steven
I
froze.
don't think it is, but we can send it.
Illinois final.
Okay, that is.
I like Texas.
They definitely have more than 3
Do you know
power
who
conference
Bryce
basketball
Jordan
schools.
is?
I was thinking like an Oklahoma or like
What do you mean
a
they have more than three power conference schools? So it's what, Tech, A&M, and I guess TCU.
Texas and TCU and Baylor.
They have a bunch.
I was thinking like Kansas or like an Oklahoma or Nebraska, something like in that area.
What
I don't know
about
if Oklahoma
Indiana?
is more than 2. I don't think Kansas is more than 2.
I kind of want to go Indiana.
I can do Indiana.
3 games of the henchmen and one.
Indiana.
Indiana
fine.
final. If it's Texas, I'll be pissed.
It is not. They were right. Texas much more power conference schools. This is Pennsylvania. That is Villanova, and then Pitt and Penn State.
Penn State.
Is Pittsburgh not power conference anymore?
I said Pitt.
Oh,
Pitt
my
was-
bad.
That was
Yeah,
the second one he said. Yeah.
All right. Hypnotoads, same thing. Name the state based on its power conference basketball arenas: the Donald L. Tucker Civic Center, the Watsco Center, and the Stephen C. O'Connell Center.
All right.
Kansas. I'm just guessing, but
How do
Kansas.
we feel about South Carolina?
That's what Clemson.
Clemson,
Anything.
South Carolina, and I guess
would
SC
the third
State
one
would
even
be
be?
one of them.
Mm.
Ohio is Ohio State.
I kind of want to send
Cincinnati.
Kansas. But
Yeah,
what
but
would
what's
the
the
third
third
school in
school in
Kansas even
Kansas?
be? Wichita State has to
I
be
think
one,
so.
right? And then
That's a
There's-
good. All right.
even
Kansas,
Power 5.
K-State, Wichita State. That's a good trio.
Yeah. Yeah, let's go for Kansas final.
I'm trying to think of school states with only 3.
It's tough.
I was gonna say Washington, but
There's
no.
2.
Yeah,
Oh.
Gonzaga's not. Um,
Not Virginia. Virginia, maybe. Virginia Tech, and Liberty.
Liberty is not a power conference.
Oh, Illinois final.
All right, I just realized that there's an issue with this question because of recent conference realignment. I'm going to give both sides 15 seconds, and I'm going to give them, there's one that was actually unintentionally left off, and if it actually lets either side figure out what the state is, I will give you the point.
Oh, there's a fourth one in the state now.
Yeah, it's Addition Financial Arena, and if that's enough, because I'm not convinced that either team that would
Addition
help at all.
Financial Arena.
But if anyone can
Hey,
help
thanks,
with
Matt. That's helpful information, I think.
it.
Oh, Tradition
Wait, so it's-
Financial.
It's a new power conference school, so it probably just came up.
Name a state that has any school that just realigned.
Half of the schools from the ACC.
California, Texas,
No, I'm not gonna. That's not gonna help me with it.
Oregon.
Kentucky final. Who cares?
All right, it was Florida, and no one knew anyway, so it doesn't matter because
Yeah.
UCF was unintentionally excluded, but
Okay.
it had no impact on anyone, so that's fine. Okay,
No clue. I had no clue.
Listen, these are the type of games we like.
Nisha, 2010's League of Legends champions. Frankchester United, here's your question. The first Warden class champion to be released in the 2010s was this character with abilities Heroic Charge and Keeper's Verdict, who was released on January 13th, 2010.
It's so hard.
I'm just gonna mute myself.
Whoever makes these questions needs to understand that like Warden and Vanguard and all that shit doesn't actually exist outside of whatever they like typed on their website back in 2012. Nobody, it doesn't mean anything. 2010, Heroic Charge, Keeper's Verdict. Fuck. I'm just gonna say Garen. Final answer. No.
Come on, unless you played it, it's just keep
I have
going.
2010 Keeper's Verdict, Heroic Charge. 2010, that would have been before I started playing. Let's go with Tarek. Final answer.
This is
Galio.
Poppy.
Poppy.
Interesting.
Oh, she doesn't
Oh,
have
oh.
either of those abilities anymore.
Well, she does according to their website.
Huh? No, because she got reworked and revisualed, and all her abilities got changed. That's a good lore question, actually. I should have known that.
All right, watches for the Hypnotoads. Here's your question. Who is the only individual athlete to have a current Richard Mille watch model branded with their name?
Ugly watch brand.
I picked a brand in Ethan's price range.
Feels like a tennis player now.
I was thinking potentially Nadal. Feels right. Rafael Nadal. Final answer.
That is correct.
Yeah, I mean, all I could tell you with confidence is that it's definitely not Federer. He's been the Tissot guy for so long, right?
Yeah.
Okay. 3-1. Next category is East Coast, Beast Coast. This is your history category, and it's about presidents. Does anyone want to double?
It's about presidents. That's hilarious.
It is.
Do we want to double Raza or?
No, we don't. We're not doubling presidents into Craig over my dead body.
Do you want to wait for sports or no? Because I think this could be a lot of things. Frank, what do you think?
I think this is a pretty good category for us, but I don't think they're bad at this at all. So it's doubleable for sure. I don't know where we double.
The ball or no?
Is it geography or is history geography the same thing?
I don't know.
All right.
I say
You wanna double
Steven's
it?
not answering. So Steven,
Yeah.
do you want to wait for NBA?
It's up to you if you feel confident or not.
Let's just do this. Sure, let's do it.
Double.
Why
Dude,
not?
that was a Hypnotoads deliberation right there.
All right, they're doubling. Here's the question. Grover Cleveland is the only president to have been born in what state that borders the Atlantic?
Bruh.
Cleveland.
In the Atlantic Ocean, right?
Yeah, that's not.
So I know the states that are in the Atlantic Ocean. So that's
Hey, so do I, but that doesn't help at all.
there's only a few of them, man.
There's only a few of them.
Less than 50. Less than
You
half
know
of
what?
them.
You're not wrong.
It's not that many.
It's not Florida, right?
Not in Florida. I think it's Maryland.
Could be. I think it's either Maryland or does Delaware border the Atlantic?
But Joe wasn't born there. I think it's Maryland.
All right, send it.
Maryland final.
How do we feel about Rhode Island?
Isn't
That's
it
what I was
Jersey?
thinking. Rhode Island towns.
It's not Jersey?
If it was New Jersey, I think we would have given Grover more significance than he's had.
Yeah, no, I mean, I guess you're right. I mean,
Yeah.
it can't be New York. I think Grant's from New York. His
New
burial
York has
place is like up
three
there.
presidents.
Towns and I both thought Rhode Island is kind of
I think
We can go
it's
with
Rhode
Rhode
so
Island. Sure.
Yeah, Rhode Island final.
It is New Jersey.
Despicable.
You guys are
Dis-
dicks.
Damn.
Tough scene there. All right,
You guys are
You're
stupid
not
people.
even taught in our state.
that's very fair, Pa.
your question. Andrew Jackson is the only president to have been born in what state that borders the Atlantic?
All my wind is just.
Isn't he from
about
Georgia?
nowhere. Andrew Jackson is a true Southerner.
Georgia, South Carolina, North Carolina.
Is where I would draw the line. Maybe Maryland, but
I'll defer to Pa on this one since he knew Grover Cleveland.
I'm ready to guess Georgia, just because I can't think of another president who's from Georgia.
That's fine with me.
Jimmy Carter's from Georgia.
Oh shit, you're right.
Is he from Georgia or just
Jimmy
represent
Carter's
Georgia?
from
Is he
Georgia.
he's the peanut farmer from Georgia?
Yeah, I think this is
Or isn't
South
that- no, that's Bill
Carolina.
Clinton in Arkansas. Never mind. Let's go South
South-
Carolina then.
Yeah, South Carolina final.
Correct.
Nice.
Nice.
Good work, boys.
That was, yeah, it's supposed to be kind of a mislead because, I mean, I think everyone associates him with Tennessee, actually, because that's where he spent most of his life, but he was born in South Carolina.
We lived in a town in New Jersey named after Andrew Jackson. We had to get one of those two.
All right, so it's 4-1 for
It's
the
sad.
Old Hickory does sound like a real Tennessee nickname.
Another niche, which is well timed because Steven just re-entered.
Oh, wow, I thought this was our niche
Yo,
for a
can you pass me
second.
the lassi?
2010 to present NBA draft lottery. I'm assuming this meant players drafted in the lottery, not like the history of the lottery itself. But here we go. Before Denny Avdija, what? Sorry, that phrased badly. But what big man taken? No, it's not. I was right. I'm vindicated. What big man taken in the top 5 by a Western Conference team was the most recent lottery pick out of the Israeli league? And it obviously happened post 2010 or post.
I think it's Dragon Bender.
Standard should be 2.
Otherwise, I have no idea. Actually, I have no idea anyway. Dragon Bender final.
Correct.
Nice.
Dragon Bender.
I barely know her.
Okay. All right, 1-point game. Hypnotoads can re-extend their lead with this one. 2010 present best film nominations. Here's the question. What was the only Ang Lee directed film to be nominated for Best Picture since 2010, for which he also won Best Director?
Ang
I
Lee.
can't come to me late.
Is that the last Airbender's last name?
No, that's
Is
That's
this
Shyamalan.
Nomadland?
Best picture since 2010. Fuck. Okay, my initial choice is The Theory of Everything.
Ooh, the Eddie Redmayne movie.
That's Eddie Redmayne.
The Theory of Everything?
What about Winter's
Yeah.
Bone?
Winter's Bone. That's a bold choice.
5.
Do we want to just go with your first guess?
No, Winter's Bone, final, whatever. Fuck.
Okay. Everything, everywhere, all at once.
That's exactly what I thought, Craig. I
Yeah.
was fine with that.
I'm just saying that because of the name. I ain't gonna lie.
No, that's
But-
I think that guy's name is Ang Lee, who directed. I've seen like
Yeah.
one YouTube short, and I want to say
Okay.
that that's the
This
movie.
is a
That's
fumble.
final.
Everything, everywhere, all at once. Final.
Oh,
No,
God.
It is The Life of Pi.
Oh yeah.
Good movie.
Tiger.
Oh, thank-
Richard
that would've been
Parker.
disgusting.
Yeah.
All right, because the only other film he's had nominated for Best Picture is Brokeback Mountain, which won, but that's pre-2010. And that allows me to say that in American Dad, there's like a Disney World spoof episode, and Stan's favorite ride is Brokeback Splash Mountain, which is just a long, dark tunnel where anything can happen.
He comes out.
Brokeback
screaming.
Mountain didn't win the best picture though. It was Crash.
Yeah.
So
Sorry,
it was best director.
Best director.
Okay.
My favorite movie.
Met on Set. This is a movie category about celebrity relationships that started when they starred in the same movie. Hypnotoads, do you want to double?
Kinda.
do it.
I don't, but I think
All
this
right,
might be a
no.
layup.
If you guys
Is
say
this a
no, it's
layup?
not.
Layup.
Is Ethan even here?
Ethan is walking.
Hello.
All right.
With fucking Miss Grover Cleveland. Fuck.
All right, that's the game.
Pathetic.
No,
This
we're
is
going
a
no.
low
We're
scoring
going
game.
no. We're going no.
Listen, low scoring games are our specialty.
All right,
Just no,
you're not doubling?
It's gonna haunt me.
no double.
No double.
We're
All right, it's
rattled.
4-3 as a reminder. Frankchester United at 1. Here's their question. Brad Pitt and Gwyneth Paltrow started dating after meeting on the set of what acclaimed 1995 film they both appeared in?
An acclaimed 1995 film.
Was 7 released around then? Or was that earlier?
We could go 7.
I don't know
I
if
mean-
he was in it though.
Frank, do you have a thought?
No, I know nothing. This is like the part of movies I know nothing about. I could have gotten like maybe Zendaya and Tom Holland.
We could do 7.
Okay.
7
Okay.
final.
That's correct.
Oh,
Yeah, she's the missus in 7.
Yeah. She's what's in the box.
He's in the box.
oh, that's hers.
Yep. All right, tie game. Hypnotoads can take the lead with theirs. Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner started dating after meeting on the set of what 2003 very much not acclaimed movie they both starred in.
Is he in any garbage rom-coms?
I'm sure it
Probably.
was. And it means I wouldn't have seen them.
Isn't there Jennifer Garner? I think of like it's like Mr. and Mrs. Smith or something.
That's
That's Brad Pitt
Angelina.
with
Spies.
Angelina.
Hmm.
Also,
Just
Brad.
think
What
on the
about
level of
13?
7.
What about 13 going on 30? Isn't Jennifer Garner in that? Yeah, we're gonna go 13 going on 30 final.
That is incorrect.
Oh,
Dude,
he
motherfucker.
winded up.
Daredevil. Fine.
Yeah, the only movie I know is she's Elektra, right? So is it Daredevil?
Yeah.
Final.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That was a big get.
Yeah.
All right.
Chester
That was
United
big.
take the lead, which is big for them because they have used their double and Hypnotoads haven't. 5-4. So big swing there. And the next category is going to be here we go. Thrice is nice. So this is an MLB category about players
I see
who
this.
won Cy Young 3 times. Hypnotoads, do you want to double?
Yeah, we'll double this.
Okay. They're doubling.
I get
Frankchester
Seuss name. I like it.
Yeah, just a rhyming game. All right. Frankchester. What Hall of Fame AL East pitcher who spent his entire what? Oh, I thought Steven already knew the answer somehow. Who spent his entire career with one team, won 3 Cy Young Awards, 1973, 1975, and 1976, and was on their most recent World Series winning team?
It's terrible.
I don't know.
That says something because even I think it's tough.
Catfish Hunter final.
I did it every single time.
It's not Sox, not Yankees.
AL East, this is the
Um,
Orioles, right?
Dude, didn't the Orioles win in the 90s with Ripken?
Well, who else would it be? It's not the Yankees. It's not the Sox. It's not the Rays because they didn't even exist.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
I mean
so it has to be the
I mean,
Orioles.
yeah, it has to be. You're right. It has to be the O's because the uh,
Just name an Orioles pitcher.
I can't. That's hard. No, I can't. I can't.
An
We're done.
Orioles pitcher from the 70s is tough.
Doc
I don't
Holiday
know. Pass.
final.
That doesn't matter.
Who was that?
One of the greatest pitchers of all time. This is Jim Palmer.
Never heard of him.
I bet he is.
Okay. Hypnotoads, your question. For 2 points. I'm sure the confidence is flowing after the last one. What Hall of Fame NL East pitcher won 3 Cy Youngs with the same team in 1969, 1973, and 1975 and was on their most recent World Series winning team?
All right, this is Tom Seaver. Thank God. Oh man, I
Tom
was so
Seaver
funny.
on who?
It has to be Tom Seaver. He was on the Mets. He won. I know for a fact he won the Cy Young Award in '69 when they had that miracle Mets squad. So
Was on their most recent World Series team though.
Yeah, they haven't won in
The
4
Mets
years.
won a World Series.
yeah, but he's the NL Cy Young winner for 1969. Like there is no other possible answer.
Send it
But
in.
didn't the
Like,
Mets win
it's
a
just
World
not.
Series?
It's just there's only one winner in 1969, right? It has to be Tom
They
Seaver.
win it later, but he could still be on the same team.
We're going Tom Seaver final.
His peak was earlier.
Yeah, that's correct.
I was like, there's no way the one year there were co-winners. It was someone else with Tom Seaver. Like,
Anyway,
Needed that.
Sam I am, but first they have to get their points. Okay. Sam I am is an NFL category about linebackers. Both teams have their phone a friend.
is this a reference to Michael Sam?
No. The Sam is a position.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's not necessarily going to be about Sam linebackers. I just had to make it rhyme. It's just about linebackers.
All right,
There's actually
well,
both about middle linebackers.
If I miss this one, I'm just gonna.
I thought about doing Mike and Ike's because it's actually about middle linebackers. But anyway, Frankchester United, both teams have their phone a friend. This 4-time Pro Bowl middle linebacker never missed a game in his career between his time with the Rams, Bills, and Redskins from 1998 to 2013.
Did you leave Redskins in just for Craig?
I know who this
It was
is.
the Redskins when he was on the team, so it's the team. So, you know.
I know who this is. I just can't remember the name.
Should you want to call someone?
Ken, I don't know who would know it.
Frank, can you call John Newman?
I can when you know this.
He's the best NFL person I know.
We are gonna phone a friend.
Because I'm on my phone right now, or should I call him? I can't call while I'm on my iPhone on this,
Okay.
right? So
Probably not. All right, I'm gonna call him, Matt.
All right.
you think he'll answer you?
I certainly hope so.
Yeah, bro. Why do you think I left? Are you think I'm paying for that? Pretty easy if you think I'm paying for that.
Wait, I think I know it.
John, hold on, John. You there?
I think it's London Fletcher. Ask him if that's who he thinks. Hello?
Hi, John. This is Frank. We're doing trivia. Here's your question. You can see it on the screen. I'm going to read it to you, though. It's a football question.
That's great.
Four-time Pro Bowl middle linebacker, never missed a game in his career between his time with the Rams, Bills, and Redskins from 1998 to 2013. And then Steven has a guess. Steven, what was your guess?
London Fletcher.
London Fletcher is the current guess. How do you feel about that, John?
I'm pretty sure that's it.
I honestly don't know. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. John doesn't know, so Steven's going to go with his. Thanks, John.
I think that's
Thank
it,
you,
too.
John.
Okay, London Fletcher final.
If
Yes.
that's not it, that was my guess.
Appreciate it.
Nice.
Here's the time for Steven to cook.
That was good. That was a good play.
Okay, so I see.
I
a
wouldn't have
ballpark
gotten it if
line.
we didn't phone a friend.
Yep.
All right. So let's see if Hypnotoads can take the lead back in this game. Here's your question. This five-time Pro Bowler out of Georgia Tech spent most of his 1998 to 2012 career with the Falcons, but later had stints with the Cowboys and Broncos.
Is he a linebacker?
Yeah, it's a middle linebacker too. Sorry.
Okay.
Cowboys and Broncos made me think DeMarcus Ware, but I don't remember him spending much time with the Falcons.
No, they switched him to an edge rusher. Wasn't he an outside linebacker?
Yeah, but he wasn't on the
Maybe.
Falcons. Five-time Pro Bowler. Wild take, guys. This is another one where we can call my dad.
We can also call Neil. He definitely knows, and he said he's available.
We can call Neil. We can call disgruntled Falcons fan Hollis Towns.
Brother's a Falcons fan?
The family's from Georgia.
Yeah, his family's from Georgia. He moved a lot. Let's call Neil, even though I know your dad would know. I just would
Okay.
rather call Neil because I know he's gonna be mad.
Yeah, do it. Yeah, I don't have the name.
All right. Big point maybe from Neil here. Okay. But you're not a Falcons fan, Towns.
Absolutely not.
You're missing out.
Hello.
Hey, buddy.
Hi.
Hey, so are you ready for the question?
Daredevil? Whatever, man. It's Keith Brooking. Hang up the phone.
Keith Brookings, yes.
Okay. Love you.
Keith
Bye.
Brookings.
He said it's Keith Brooking. Fuck you. So Keith Brooking final. Yeah, Keith Brooking final. Yeah.
Yep, that's correct.
Never heard of him.
Yeah,
Oh,
he's
he was a
good. He got a
monster,
great
man.
Madden photo.
He was a monster. And I had his bobblehead when I was little, and he had like a bloody nose in his bobblehead. It was badass.
Oh, dude, Acuna's brother had himself a day.
Luis
Yeah.
Angel.
He hit a home
He's
run.
killing it.
He started the game with an RBI
He's a
single.
double too.
Yeah.
All right, this
Missing
is the best,
Daredevil was poor.
the best out of my rhyming categories. This is Puck Cucks. This is an NHL category about players who played a lot of games but never won the Stanley Cup. Both teams have expended their phone of friends, which might harm them here. But here is the question for Frankchester United. Down one. This defenseman who has played for the Wild, Sharks, and Hurricanes has played 1,415 games without winning the Stanley Cup, losing his only finals appearance.
I know a player from the Sharks. I know a couple players from the Sharks. I used to be a Sharks fan when I followed hockey for a year.
Well, that could work.
Should I just?
Do
Should
you
I
know a
say one of
Sharks
them?
player that went to the finals, Steven?
I don't know. I don't think they were defensemen either, but I know one.
That's better than not.
It's better
knowing one.
than what I can provide.
Yeah.
Okay, Danny Heatley final. Damn.
Ethan, this is your guest department. We send Ethan guesses on these.
Dude, I don't know. I know one guy who played on the Sharks, Joe Thornton, but I think he was an attacker. So
That's
Joe
one of the ones
Thornton
I know.
final.
Marcus Olofsson.
No, Joe Thornton final.
This is Brent Burns.
Of course.
All right.
Who could have forgotten?
Now we'll wait.
Right. The thing about the states on the Atlantic coast, that's less things you have to guess from than what Steven had to guess from. So
True.
This defenseman who has played for the Predators, Wild, and Stars has played 1,444 games without winning the Stanley Cup and has never made a finals appearance.
Ethan, do you have a guess?
Actually, maybe.
The only guy from the Predators that I can think of is that PK Subban.
PK Subban punt final. It's not PK Subban. Punt final. Yeah.
He wasn't on the 2020 Stars. He came in 2021.
I'm gonna use this time to say, if we're gonna talk about offensive sports names, like Predators is worse than like Indians. Like Predators, like no one's talking about it. Predators is pretty bad.
Their mascot isn't a man.
It better not be a man.
All right. We're gonna go with the TC, whatever they were trying to say. I can't pronounce that.
PK Subban.
There you go. Final.
And he's a defenseman, and he played in the Predators, and he didn't win the Stanley Cup, so that was pretty good. But this is Ryan Suter.
We got
yeah, PK Subban played for the Flyers and the Devils. So
Yeah.
it was not possible.
All right. So we come down to the last category, which is bird is the word, an ornithological category. Let's see if any of you are avid bird watchers. Frankchester, you're down 1. Here's your question. What type of bird is pictured below?
This is insane.
I don't need like a specific species, like a general category of bird.
Is Frank? Is that a roadrunner?
It might be. That was what was popping into my head.
I think it might be a roadrunner.
But it could also be what are the things that stand on? It's on a rock though, right? Like,
yeah, but they're
the
like
ones that
the
are on
desert. That's like a
beaches.
desert environment, man.
Yeah. All right. You want to
grass.
do that, Craig? This is our game rides on this. Let's go Roadrunner.
Roadrunner final.
Ding.
Correct.
Hell yeah, Craig.
All right, tie game going to the last question. Seems like talent is book on its birds, though.
This is tough.
We gotta
really
hope that
rough.
it's that level of difficulty, because then I got it.
Here's the question. What type of bird is pictured below?
Oh, come on, man.
I can't even tell who's complaining. Everyone's dark.
Boys, I don't know what this is.
It's crazy.
I can tell you it's not a blue-footed booby.
Well, what is in the Roadrunner class of
Roadrunner genre first.
I bet
Is it not
Reggie
an
would know
emo?
this.
What is an emo?
That's definitely not an emu.
It's not an emu. Emu's like an ostrich.
I don't know.
Do we think this could be like a pheasant?
That was like the only guess I had in the back of my head. Let's just say pheasant. Pheasant final.
I know this, and it's good. Crazy is gonna win us the game. Is a quail final.
Quail. Yep.
It
I
is
know
a
it's a quail too,
quail.
Craig. Just,
Correct.
we can
Yeah, it's a
clear.
quail.
Wow.
So Frankchester United sweeps round 10 and wins.
Sleep from
You
birds.
lose on birds.
We know bird. I know animals. This is a good category for
Dude,
me.
yeah, that was
On
good. That
fucking
was a good.
birds. Yeah. What a
I
good-
Would have doubled that if we still
I
had
thought it was
double.
too easy. That's what I was complaining. I was like, they know what a
Craig was
quail is.
complaining
But
that
they
it was
don't.
too easy mid-game.
Yeah.
A
I can't believe
quail.
that it was. Yeah, that was. I've
Yeah.
eaten one of those.
I had one in Paris. It was delicious.
They're really
Yeah,
good. Yeah.
quail.